Why?
Because I miss going to watch movies with my friends.
So you made a little one?
Yep. Now it's time to make a better one.
Cool.
Yeah. I miss going to the movies with my friends. I miss going to the theater, and despite what you may have heard in comments on my podcast when we talk about movies, I really love watching movies. And since theaters are still closed or at limited capacity for the near future, I thought if I couldn't go to the movies with my friends, that I would just make my own movie theater. So we're gonna make a mini Muppet movie theater, and if you wanna make your own, here's a couple things you'll need. A laser cutter, 1/8 inch or 3mm thick plywood, glue, and clamps. This project started as an idea to make a cell phone holder that kind of looked like curtains in a movie theater. I cut up this cardboard and I made this really rough design of what I was thinking of, and I got some measurements, I took it into Inkscape and made more of a formal design. But then I thought, why just have a little screen? I could make an entire movie theater. I was looking at old-timey movie theaters to get ideas and inspirations for the kind of design that I wanted to make for this movie theater. And while I was doing that, I was listening to music in the background, and it just so happened that the Swedish Chef's popcorn song came on. And then it hit me. Muppets. Now the design for this theater is based on the original Muppet theater from the show. I gathered a few reference shots because I knew there were certain things that I wanted inside the theater. For one, I wanted the Miss Piggy columns like the ones in the Muppet theater that's in Walt Disney World. No Muppet movie theater would be complete without Statler and Waldorf. And of course I wanted to add the inspiration for this project, Swedish Chef with his popcorn. And so I shared my idea with Aaron.
Whoa, thanks Donovan. So when we started designing this, there was two things we wanted to do. We wanted this thing to look like the Muppet Theater and house Donovan's phone. So when I jumped into SketchUp to start modeling, I had an image of the theater from the movie and a block about the size of Donovan's phone. From here, we could actually start modeling pieces together. We modeled with pieces that were the size of the plywood it would eventually be cut out of, even though we knew that leading up to the testing done in cardboard, which was close to the same size. And we knew we wanted to be looking down into the theater. So to give an illusion of depth, we actually took the walls and the ceiling and slanted them so that the back of the theater was smaller than the front. This meant we could have that facade of the exterior of the theater over the opening, and the opening could be much bigger than what the actual foam was at the back. Overall, I think it turned out pretty well. Donovan and I did pass files back and forth several times, and there were several test theaters created before the final theater that Donovan's showing. In the end, I think we created an awesome theater, and Donovan was able to put together something really cool. All right, back to you, Donovan.
So there it is, the Mini Muppet Movie Theater. If you want the cut files for these and support the show at the same time, you can head over to my Patreon because I post all my files for all my projects on there. And if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Thumbs up, like, all that stuff. Special thanks to my patrons for help making this and all of my projects possible. And until next time, go build a good story.